Hi guys, welcome back to Fast Panda Gaming for what will be the final, the grand final, the prize for all the cookies.
We probably shouldn't build it up too much, though.
Oh no, because it's going to be a dismal game. I'm fairly sure it's going to be a dismal game for me. We are playing Mindwipe, which means we've got to activate some consoles in the middle of the board to work out which of the servers in our opponent's deployment zones have the rogue AI that we have to destroy using anti-material close combat weapons, decharges, or the special data erasure program on our Ubahaka.
Ubahaka.
We've done the lieutenant's role. Ogre won, and his assassins have chosen to deploy second on this side of the table, forcing me to deploy first over there. And because there's absolutely no advantage to going second, I've chosen to go first. So I can at least put all my models on the board and use them maybe once before they all get killed.
It won't be like that, I'm sure.
So we're going to show you the armies, which you've already seen, but you might not have been paying attention. There may be a quiz. And we will bring you back once we've deployed.
Okay, so here we are, my final O-12 list, and what I'll be using for decapitation today versus claw, and depending on how that goes, either Mindwipe or supremacy for winners' rights or to avoid the wooden spoon. So what have we gone with in the end? So we have the Delta with a boarding shotgun and Panzerfaust. I couldn't quite make the points work to get it to be a Spitfire. Well. I went for the Gamma instead of the Bronze. I think I want that attack piece that I can be aggressive with if I have the opportunity, especially given that one of the missions that I was going to be playing was going to be killy. The Gamma is quite good at killy. Gangbuster, because I like the profile. Killer Hacker, in case I get the option to do any hacking. Mine Layer, Mad Traps to slow things down, give me some board control. 2 Varangians, because they are just awesome for the points. Smoke grenades, good in close combat. That berserk threat is great, especially against things like Knigets. And, you know, Speculos, Hassassin for days, Angry Dogs. Cyber Ghost, I've got the points to make this a hacking device plus, which I think is going to be very useful. It allows me to put down things like white noise to slow down MSV troops. So hopefully that will prove to be a worthwhile upgrade. Doctor with his little helper friend to keep people up and about. The Psychop with the MSV1. They all count as specialists, which is great. -3 mimetism gives them a little bit more combat survivability. They're immune to shock. I'd like it if they were bioimmune, given they've got 6 points of BTS, but you can't have everything. They've been even a good profile for me, in fairness. Good ballistic skill. Multi-marksman rifle is a decent weapon. Extra burst on the nano pulsar. He is a surprisingly good little gunfighter. Raven Eye is my lieutenant. Can defend itself with the its mine layer. Put down some EM mines to dissuade people from coming to get me. Again, paying decapitation, so it's going to be obvious who my lieutenant is. So he's probably going to get stuck in suppression fire, hidden somewhere with some mines around him. Blue Coat. I love the Blue Coat model. It can be very handy for hunting down Speculos and Fidays, depending on what I end up facing. Because he's no longer my lieutenant, I can be a bit more aggressive with him against things that get too close. I mean, he's surprisingly useful in close combat against things that have martial arts but aren't stupidly high CC, because his natural born warrior takes the martial arts away, extra damage, and he's got a pretty good close combat score of his own. So against things like, ironically, against things like Miranda, he's not bad. Then we go into Group 2, where I have a Millicent, the missile launcher Copperbot. So that's going to be an ARO threat. The OCO is going to get an extra tactical awareness order because of ITS 14. Push that up, put that into suppression fire with marksmanship. Should be good at helping to give me some ARO coverage and dissuade people from advancing up certain lines. The Fuzzbot will work nicely to buff the missile launcher and to let me get the Delta in without making it on 15s rather than 12s, which is much better. And if I end up playing Supremacy, it's got baggage, so he's worth a fair chunk of points. And lastly, the Epsilon multi-sniper, who can take advantage of the Varangian smoke. to pick off targets that can't see him back. So that's my list. That's what we've settled on for these last few games. Hopefully I'll do better than I did in all the practice games, because this is what it's all about. Doesn't matter if I lost every game leading up to this, as long as I win the ones at 300 points. That's right, innit? Let's see how we get on.
Okay, my O-12 are deployed. I have a doctor over here, looking that way, to prevent sneaky shenanigans. I have a Varangian there to run up there and cause sneaky shenanigans. I have an Epsilon here, looking all the way over there to many camo tokens. I'm going to get many AROs when I reveal. Ouch. I have a Gangbuster Killer Hacker in the middle with a Mad Trap deployed. I have the Oko back over here, next to the Udbot attached to the Doctor. The Gamma is over here behind the crate, regretting his life choices. The Cyber Ghost Hacker is prone near him, agreeing. And then over here, I have a camo token on the outside of the building there. I have a Millicent Copperbot up on the top who can see many things, none of which he wants to see. I have the Fuzzbot back over here, the Cyber Ghost round here, and then because a smiling face appeared, the blue coat has, just come to double check. Then inside the building on the top level, I have a, here we go, Raven Eye Officer, and I'm not going to risk it for the bottom level, but there is another Varangian in the bottom level. You might be able to see her through the window, but she'll be moving in a bit anyway. But that's where she is. So that's the O-12 deployment. And apparently there's some Haqqislam over there, but all I can see are camo markers.
So this is my 300-point list. We know the missions we're doing now, which I'm sure somebody will mention. I would like to actually take in 2 different lists for the missions that we may do, but I've had to compromise. So we've got 3 Dial Army. So nice Panzerfaust coverage in the midfield. And then I've got 2 Harris, or, well, sort of cores, I guess, but with 3 people. And there's a bit of a theme. So we've got Asawira, APA, Spitfire. We've got a Doctor +3, and we've got a Killer Hacker there, buried, just to bring that up. Then another 3-man link, again with an AP Spitfire Asawira, a Doctor +3, and then we've got Yara Haddad with a shooty marksman rifle and multispectral visor 2. Then we've got Sunduck Butt. I have undenied about whether 50 points is really worth it, as they've done pretty much nothing, although they have kind of disrupted people in a practice game, so I'm keeping it in there. Then I've got 2 Fides. Now, obviously, one of them is the Farzan model, the other one is the Fide model. The Farzan model, though, is obviously something that people recognise as being, camo, infiltrator type of thing, and it's also got the right weaponry, which is the light shotgun and rifle. The reason I'm taking that is because the final mission may require me to blow up some consoles. These 2, the profile both comes with a double action close combat weapon, which will allow me to do that. I'm lacking a little bit of kind of decharges and things in the list, so hopefully they will do that for me. And then leading from the front will be McMurrow.
Camo markers, you say? I don't know what you're talking about. But we'll start over here with a camo marker, and then another one, and then there's another one here, and another one there, and then just over here, there's another camo marker. So as already revealed, I put one of the smiley faces over here, which may or may not be looking through the window at what I think is probably the LT, but I'm not sure. My other smiley face has gone in this building over here. And the doors on this one need half an order to open, yeah, because they're security doors. So at least gives me a little bit of
forewarning.
Yes. Okay, and then back over here, we've got McMurrow hiding off over here. I'm behind full cover because I don't want to get shot in the first turn. I've got my 3-man link, or 3-person link. Her dad with...
Who's not a specialist.
She's not a specialist, but she does have an MP marksman rifle. Doctor +3 prone, and the Asawira with AP Spitfire. And then over here, again, Asawira with AP Spitfire. We have the hacker, who's actually the Uber hacker.
He is your Uber hacker, is he?
Oh, it's the only hacker I have.
My Uber hacker is my cyber ghost.
All right, okay. And then the Doctor +3 there. My HVT is over there. Where was your HVT?
My HVT is sort of here in the middle, just chilling out.
Okay. So that's our deployment.
Right.
You're going first.
I am.
So.
I have 2 groups.
Right.
The 3 remotes and the sniper are in group 2. Everybody else is in group 1.
Well, I think I'll do the traditional remove 2 from the bigger group.
From big group. Okay, okay.
Okay. I'm going to come back for first.
Practice orders. We'll start with the one over on this side. She's going to run over there, which will give me line of sight to that camo token.
Oh.
And I believe to the one behind the tree over there.
Okay.
So one of the purple camo tokens and one of the orange camo tokens.
But I mean, nobody can. The door is shut.
The door is shut, so I can't shoot you, but I can see you.
Right. Well, I'm going to happily stay camouflaged. Thank you.
You're going to happily stay camouflaged. I'm going to throw a smoke grenade.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think I might need one in a bit. I'm going to throw a smoke grenade right up to the door.
I don't know. Is there rules against throwing smoke in the building, just for safety purposes?
Yeah, but I'm a Varangian. Health and safety is not something I pay any attention to.
All right, okay.
So that's going to be 17 or less.
Awesome. Let's roll.
17 or less. 13.
It's
not smoky. The other lunatic fringe is way over here. And she's going to run off this way. She's not stealthy if the guy in there wants to do anything.
The guy in there does not want to do anything.
You know what? I'm going to ignore you.
Okay, fine.
Keep running that way. Haven't exposed myself to that breed or anything over there yet, so I'm happy with that.
Okay. Do you...
So now I have to do a little bit of thinking.
All right, okay. I will pause while you
do
ponder.
a little bit of thinking. So we're going to spend a regular order from group 1 on this Varangian. She's going to charge around the corner, which means the breed will see me. I don't think anybody else will.
No. So the breed will just give you a quick shot with a rifle.
Well, that's awfully decent of her.
I thought so.
I'm going to object to being shot at with a rifle and throw a smoke grenade up there.
Oh, I thought you might. Right, okay.
Assuming I've guessed right, that should be within 8 inches.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And I'm kind of hoping I might be within 16 or certainly
I don't
somewhere
know.
close.
Yeah, you are just. That's
right.
about, what, 15 inches?
Yeah.
So you get +3 for the range. That's it. So you're going to be on...
14s.
14s. So you've got 2 shots on 14s versus my grenade on 17.
Okay, so my arrow, 2 on 14s.
Oh, there's a 14.
Ooh, a crit and a
Critical
3.
and a 3. So I need a 17. Or a 1. That's not helpful. So I now need to make 3 armour saves. Damage 13. 2 armour. So 12s or better. 13 is good. The other 2 are fails. I'll actually be dead. I can't even go dogged. We're going to forget about the dead Varangian. We're going to pretend that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Didn't happen. But I do need to deal with Bob from accounts.
I'm not, why? What's wrong with that? It's
His
fine.
ID badge is all wrong.
Really?
It's all wrong.
Has he spelt Bob wrong?
He has. It's OBO on his badge, and that's just not right. So I'm going to spend an order on the blue coat.
Okay.
I am going to attempt to discover with the first half.
Now, I got 2 levels of
You do.
thingy thing, so I might as well. You can't get through both of them in the
I
same.
can't get through both of them in the first thing.
Then I might as well stay there.
You're just going to chance it. That's fair enough. I've got a biometric visor, so I don't care about your -6.
Right.
And I get +3 to discover. So I need a 16 or less to force you into the next state.
Okay.
But, you know, I've still got to roll the dice. Come on. It's the entire reason I built you and painted you at the very start of this is because I knew there were going to be speculo killers and for days. Do not let me down. 14. You're no longer quite as smiley.
Okay.
Point to another order on the blue coat.
Okay.
I'm going to discover.
Are you?
Yeah.
And then, well.
And then, depending on whether that's successful or not, I might shoot you a lot.
I think at this point,
discretion is the better part of valor.
Exactly. I will shoot you
with
a solid shot from a light shotgun.
You're going to shoot with a solid shot from a light shotgun, revealing you to be a Fide by any chance?
Yes.
I'm going to shoot you 3 times with my submachine gun in shock mode.
You submachine gun in shock mode.
Submachine gun in shock mode.
Okay.
Shooter.
That should be fantastic.
So you're going to be on 17s.
Yeah.
And I've got 3 dice on 15s.
Okay. Right. Let's go to the dice tray, see what happens.
So, 1 shot on a 17.
Here we go.
A 19, you missed.
Oh my god.
Come on, 15s. Well, I missed on a 19 and a 17, but I did hit you on a 2. Damage 13.
I've got 1 armour, I believe.
You love it.
15, love it.
Rats. So I am going to spend another order on the blue coat because I need to get rid of this today. I'm going to idle.
I'm going to just shoot you with the shotgun again. I think it's still my best option with on a 17.
I'm going to shoot you repeatedly with the submachine gun again in shock mode, and hopefully put you down this time.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay,
so if you could miss again, that would be fantastic.
Well, I'll try not to. No, I have.
16 is a hit.
Oh, it is 16.
So I need a 15. I can't beat a 16. I need that critical. A 14 and a 9, but that's not enough.
So, strength 13.
A 1 is not going to cut it. I'm going to be unconscious. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit annoyed that went that way. That he had 1 job.
He did have one job.
One job. That is a problem.
But I'm going to go back to training camp.
I'm going to come back to it in a second. I'm going to spend an order from Group 2.
Okay.
On the Fuzzbot.
Yes.
It's going to put up enhanced reaction on the Millicent Copperbot.
Ooh.
That was easy.
Do you have to roll for that?
No,
it just happens?
No rolls behind required for that support web program.
You can tell how often I use an Evo hack.
I'm going to spend an order on the Epsilon, who will idle. You have AROs from all 3 orange camo tokens and the purple camo token on
that one.
That one over there, yeah.
So this one.
That one and all 3 of the orange ones.
Oh, right, okay.
What would they like to do?
Are you burst 2?
I'm burst 2, multi-sniper rifle.
This one is going to reveal and shoot you.
And the others?
I'm going to just stay there and see what happens.
In which case, I'm going to put 2 shots into the one that's revealed itself.
Okay.
Is it a Dale Army?
Of course it's a Dale Army.
I'm going to use double action, so if I hit you, you have to make many armor saves.
Oh, that's very nice of you, thank you.
I think we're going to be over 16.
Good.
Yeah, we're both in good range. We're both in cover, so that cancels that out. Do you have any mimetisms?
No.
Good. So I've got 2 shots on a 13. You've got 1 shot on an 11.
Yeah.
Come on, some of these dice will have to go my way.
Okay, so Dale Army need an 11. I got a 9.
More than 9, less than 13. A 9 and a 1. So nothing happens.
Excellent, that was fun.
Not really. Right. I'm going to spend another order on the Epsilon. He's going to idle again.
Is he?
Yeah. Come on, somebody else want to have a shot at me?
No, I don't know whether to do it. He is a bit of a pain in the bum though, isn't he? Has he got MSV as well?
He does have MSV.
Right. This one is going to reveal as well. So this one and that one.
They're both going to shoot Panzer
They're both going to shoot Panzer Faust at you.
I am going to shoot them both back with a single shot of double action.
Of course you are.
And make up for my previous incompetence by killing them both in a single action.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
Okay.
13s and 11s all round, I believe.
Yep, absolutely.
One of them's actually shooting through a saturation low vis zone, so you're on 8 for this one.
Or a tree.
A tree.
For the. So I need an 8.
Uninitiated.
Oh, I've missed.
I need a 13 back. I've hit, so he has to make 2 armor saves for the double action shot.
So I've got armor and cover.
16's great, the 8 not so much.
So unconscious.
So he's unconscious. The other Dale Army needs an 11.
Oh, he's 12.
Missed. I need a 13 or less. A 12, 2 armor saves for that one as well. I told you we had this. Oh, that one.
Oh dear.
He's got mimetism. He should have been on more penalties shooting at me. Oh well.
Ah.
Never mind. It's all worked
Well,
out.
it all
for the
went well in
best.
the end.
Right. I can still see a couple of other people over there. So I'm going to spend the last order in group 2 on the Absalom. He's going to... Oh, yeah, this guy, the sniper again. I'm going to attempt a discover on this orange camo token.
That one there?
Yeah. Because I think I've worked out your cunning coding system. I think orange camo tokens are alonmg and purple are something else.
Maybe. So now we've remembered you've got mimetism.
You'll be on -6. You'll be in good range. You get +3 for the range, then -3 for my cover, -3 for mimetism, -3 for the low vis.
So it's not great.
So you'll be on, yeah, -6 overall.
So I need 5s.
If you shoot me.
I'm just going to stand there and wait.
You're just going to stand there and wait. In which case, I will attempt to shoot you if I pass the discover roll.
Okay.
So we're within 32 and over 8. So I'm going to be on a -3 for the discover because of your cover. So I'll discover you on a 10. And then if I get to shoot, I'll be hitting you on a 13.
Okay.
With double action. Okay, 50-50 chance of spotting what that is. 15, wrong 50, can't shoot you. Using its own tactical awareness order, the Oko Copperbot is going on to suppression fire. Because he can see down
Facing
this
that
side
way.
of the building. He's looking this way.
Right, okay, cool.
Against stuff.
Okay.
Right, that's dead, which means there's no one currently looking at the gamma or looking at this guy. Oh no, he's still looking at me. That orange camo token. But I could go and turn on that console. You know what? It might be the only point I get all game, so let's do it. I'm going to spend an order on the gangbuster. He's going to stand up and run over here. The only ARO I think you're going to have is that orange camo token.
That one?
Yeah. I think there's a line of sight across here. The corner of the building is going to cut off the purple one. And everyone over there is behind a tree.
What to do, what to do. So have you got mimetisms?
-3 mimetism. I won't be in cover at some point.
Yeah. I think I am going to try and shoot you.
Revealing you to be?
alonmg. No way!
I'm stunned. Okay, what could I do? I could attempt to dodge, but I've only got a physique of 10. I could attempt to shoot you back. Is that going to be within 16? Close, isn't it?
It is close.
I get more dice. If it is within 16, I'd be on 9s. 3 dice on 9s or 1 on 10, or ignore you completely and try and turn on the console. I'm going to shoot you.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot you with 3 rounds of shock from my submachine gun.
I'm going to...
And you're going to Panzerfaust.
Hopefully Panzerfaust you out of cover over 16.
Well, no, we're inside 16 the entire way.
Ah, right, okay.
So you're going to be on 0s for the range.
Yeah, and then
-3 for the mimetism. So you've got 1 dice on an 8, and I've got 3 shots back.
On 9s?
On 9s, yeah, because ballistic skill 12, -3 for your cover.
Okay.
0s for the range, yeah.
Right, let's see what happens.
Third alonmg needs an 8 to hit the gangbuster. A 2.
2's all right, it's a hit.
It is a hit.
More than 2, less than 9. A 4 and a 6. The 18 is a miss.
And what was it? A shock?
Shock rounds from a submachine, so damage 13.
Okay, I've got armour.
Of 1 and 3 cover, so 10s.
Oh.
19's great, the 3 is not going to help.
And the shock.
And you're dead.
Okay, so we have a plan.
It's a dumb plan.
Ah.
It's a dumb plan, but we're going to go for it. So I'm going to spend an order on the gangbuster.
Okay.
No one can see me where I currently am. Correct?
Yes, correct.
I'm going to idle for the first half.
Okay.
For the second half, I am going to release. Assuming there's no AROs that you're just being really patient with.
Not that I
hidden deployment
can
stuff.
think
I
of.
don't think you've got anything hidden deployment
No.
that you're being really bold with. I am releasing a mad trap, which is going to run over here.
Ah, okay.
So that if any of those people
There's a tree
behind
in
that
the way.
tree activate, they might get glued.
Splendid.
Okay, I'm going to spend the last order in this group, and I'm going to move back around here. So I'm in cover. And before I move away, I am going to attempt to boop-de-doop-de-doop the console.
Yeah.
Because I'm a hacker, I get 2 rolls at +3.
Okay.
So I need 16 or less on one of these dice to score a point you can't take off me. So it won't be nil.
Okay.
Come on. A 17 and a 9.
Oh.
Which console has the thing? 19. I get to pick. That's not helpful.
So you get to pick
I'll pick the one over there by the doctor.
this one here.
Yeah. They're all equally bad, but we'll go with that one.
Okay.
I've got 2 orders. I've got 1 lieutenant's order and the Uber Hacker order left. I'm going to spend the Uber Hacker order to put the Uber Hacker into suppression fire.
Where is the hoop? Ah,
He is
right,
there.
okay.
So that he's just, going to be a little harder to dig out. And then for the last order, which is my lieutenant's order, I'm going to spend it on the guy that you have correctly twigged as my lieutenant.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to crawl an inch this way
Right.
and then crawl an inch back. And while I'm over here, I'm going to leave a small
Oh.
care package. So that, when you come charging into the room to murder me, you've got to also deal with the basket of muffins.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm out of orders.
Right.
I didn't achieve a great deal, but I do have a point.
Excellent. A whole point.
A whole point.
So it's
Which, I'll be honest, is 1 more point than I thought I was going to get. Assassin's turn 1.
Yes.
You're ready. You have a plan.
Well, I have the start of a plan, and then
You've
we'll
got
see
the
how
command
we'll see what happens. So I'm going to use another command token, and we're going to use the 1 order that remains.
Yep.
In group 2 back into
Okay.
group 1. So there's 10 of them in there now.
Now everyone's one big happy family.
They are.
You have an
Now
impetuous order.
I do. I'm not going to use it because if I run that way,
You do.
you'll
get sniped.
I've got a missile,
And you'll get
bot
missiles.
and a sniper.
So I only have one question then. Who's the one who's brave enough to tell McMurrow to sit?
That's a good question.
Okay, so McMurrow is choosing to chill.
I'm going to chill because
You have a plan.
I hope I have a plan.
Okay. What is
So
the
then,
plan?
funnily enough, using McMurrow's own order,
Okay. So come on. I'm going to come over here.
I'm just going to move a little bit this way.
So you can't be seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw some smoke about
Somewhere you can
here,
see.
about
Okay.
there. So that covers this area. My plan being that I can maybe move across a little bit without getting shot by everything.
Just by something.
Just by a thing.
Just by a thing. Okay. So let's go roll for a smoke grenade then.
Yeah.
19s.
So, McMurrow smoke. Yay. 17. Excellent.
He's nothing if not. We'll look at a fire team.
I am. So I'm going to use an order. I want to shoot that mad trap over there.
So the Asawira is taking charge.
Yep.
That seems reasonable. And then he wants to shoot my poor
He
mad
does. I think I might move forward a little bit as well, so I kind of don't waste. Can anything see? Probably.
No, I don't think so.
So I've got loads of movement. Go up to there.
Is anybody else in the fire team moving?
I think the doctor will have a leap over the log, and we'll leave Yara there for now.
It was Yara who told McMurrow to sit. We have determined who it was.
There you go.
Okay, you're going to be in good range.
Yes.
I'm not in cover or anything because I'm a
No.
flat trap. So you're going to need what?
5
Five
dice on 17.
If you don't kill this mad trap, you need to hang your head in shame.
Oh, okay. Prepare for that shot.
5 dice ready.
Have you? Excellent. Okay, 17s.
So yeah, I had
all
right
of
number
them.
nice level 2s, 11s, 12s. They're all good. I've exploded with a 5, a 6, and a 2.
Oh, okay.
It cost you in order to do. Aim with this fire team.
Yeah. So we
Is
said
the
that we.
Asawira staying in charge?
Yes, for now, just in case. So I'm going to wander forward up to here.
Yeah, and you're going to be fine there. I'm not going to see you till you get to the other corner.
Okay. Doctor's going to go there. Yeah, I'll come with.
Because she's realised everyone's run off and left her.
Exactly. And then just pop in here.
Okay.
Doctor will move up.
I'm going to need to check zone of control because if you come within 8 inches, that mad trap doesn't have an option.
Well, I can't. Well, okay. I kind of was
unless you're
thinking.
stealthy.
Oh, I doubt it. But we'll
It
have a
seems
look.
unlikely with the fire team.
Yeah.
Sticking with the Hassassin in charge?
No, the doctor's going to be in charge.
The doctor's going to be in charge.
Yeah. And the doctor is going to shoot this
So you're going to idle for the first half.
idle, and then I'm going to try and bring the Dalai back.
I wonder if you've got experimental drugs, sir.
I know, but I have got a... and what I'm hoping to do is bring it back and then run forward and use it.
You'd be a mad trap activator.
Exactly. I think it's potentially less orders doing that.
Okay, so you're going to have to shoot with the medikit. Are you within 8 inches?
You hope so.
Well, it looks like you are.
Yeah.
So you get +3 for the range?
+3.
And a bonus burst?
Yeah, I think so. 2 bursts +3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, so shooting the Dalai.
If you could kill your own Dalai, that'd be fantastic.
There you go. Oh, well, I've hit it once. So Dalami's, I believe, 10. So I need to get a 10 or less. A 2.
He springs back to life.
Excellent news.
Back to his feet. Isn't he technically in the other group?
Oh, pants. Yes, I guess he is.
So he has no orders to spend, but he has leapt back to his feet to be an annoyance in my turn.
Yeah. I didn't think that through, did I?
Was that not part of your calculations?
No.
Okay.
Right.
Do you have experimental drug?
No.
Oh dear.
All right. Okay. Right.
Okay. Next order.
Yeah. Next order.
That doctor just takes their Hippocratic oath very seriously. They've
Very
got
much so.
to get everyone back.
So if I come here, I'm within.
If that corner is within 8 inches of the mad trap.
Right.
And it will activate if you do something that lets me know you're there.
Right.
And if you get to that corner, you'll also see the sniper. If you get to that corner, you might also see. I don't know, because it depends how far you stick out as to whether the Millicent will see you.
Right. Okay. I need to come up with a plan to get rid of the mad trap.
Would you like a minute to come up with a plan to get rid of the mad trap?
Yes,
That
please.
doesn't involve the Dalai who has no orders to spend.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to look over here where my day is going to get really bad.
Yeah.
How bad is it going to get and in which order?
Well, I think I have to go for the LT, don't I?
Probably. So we take the lid off.
Yeah. And you said that these are swish swish ones.
They are swish swish doors because they are see-through ones. At least I'm over 4 inches away.
Yes, so
You can't close combat.
So, but I think I'll just wander in.
You'll wander in.
And I will, from there,
see what happens.
Well, I mean, I'm going to shotgun you, blast shotgun you.
Well, I get to declare my arrows first.
Oh, yeah, go on, sorry.
So the basket of muffins is not actually a basket of muffins.
No way.
No, it isn't. The EM mine will go off and blast you. And the Raven Eye officer is going to dodge.
Okay.
Because if I dodge successfully against whatever it is you're doing, and the EM mine hits you, you won't have any more orders to do anything with.
As you're doing that first, I'll shoot you with a shotgun solid slug.
Twice.
Yes.
So you need 17s. I think I dodge on a 10, and then you have to eat the mine. Just leave that there for now because we're going to need to go back in here in a second, one way or another.
All right. Okay.
Do I dodge? I'd really like this to be a 10.
I wouldn't.
It's a 16. I haven't dodged. If you could miss with both these shots, that'd be spectacular.
Okay. So
17s.
No,
the 10
it's the 10. So two hits with a shotgun.
13. I've only got 1 point of armor, so I need 13s. A 10 and a 13. I'm unconscious.
Okay.
You, however, have 2 BTS saves to make with half your BTS.
I do. I'm not sure I've got even any BTS.
Okay.
I'll roll some dice.
We'll work it out in a minute. The 13 might be a pass. The 3 isn't going to be, so you're going to be isolated.
Okay.
We forgot the Varangian was having a dodge out of line of sight minus 3. So an 11, an 18. Utter waste of time. Sorry.
So take out one of the big guys.
One of the big guys.
Well, either that big guy,
the Gamma,
or the sniper person.
Or the sniper. Okay. And how are we going to do that? You told me you're going to look at this link.
I'm going to attempt. Well, I am going to move the Hassassin around to here.
Do we have line of sight to each other from there?
I think we do, but it could be well through a bush.
It's going to go through that bush, is it?
And the dock will.
That's a long way. You've got a Spitfire, yeah?
The dock's going to go over there.
I'm going to shoot you back with a shot from my HMG.
Okay.
It's going to be better than dodging.
Okay.
Look at that. That's a long way. How far is it?
29.
So I get +3 for the range, -3 for the cover,
Yeah.
and -3 for the saturation, low vis zone. So I've got one shot at -3, so one shot on an 11.
And I've got -3 for range, -3 for cover, -3 for
So
thing.
you've got
Fives.
-9. 5 dice.
5 dice on 5s.
5 dice on 5s versus 1 on an 11. Come on. A 3. Ooh. You can beat a 3.
Somewhere between 5s and 3s.
Yeah. There's a 1.
And a 6.
And a 6.
7.
No, so you've been hit.
Oh. HMG.
Yeah, damage 15.
Cover. So take off 7.
So 8.
8.
Yeah, it's fine. So, are we having another go?
We are having another go.
Oh, we're leaving cover.
We are. You're going to go over to there. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And then these guys will just toddle along behind.
Okay. Well, I will shoot you as you're out of cover.
And I will as well. And I think I can shoot. Well, no, actually I can't.
You're not going to get within
No.
2 foot, and I'm going to be in cover all.
Oh, well, I'm hoping I am within 2 foot now. That was the whole point. I am just. Where's that?
No, you're not. You're halfway across the crates. You're not quite on me.
You can hear that.
That's on my base now.
Right, I am within 2.
You are just within 2 foot, are you? Okay. So that gets you +3 for the range, -3 for the cover, -3 for the saturation zone.
So it's just minus.
Just -3. So you've got 5
Yeah.
shots on 11s, but
Yeah.
I've got 1 shot on a 14 this time.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, lucky 14s. Oh, look at that. That's a 14.
Wow.
That's a critical.
Oh my goodness. I need 11s.
You need 11s. There's an 11. And another 11.
So I get double criticals.
So they all cancel out.
Oh.
On this fire team.
Yeah. So we'll just go a bit further forward.
Can you see the gangbuster from there as well now?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay. The gamma's going to shoot you. And the gangbuster, what am I going to do? Do I want to, are you within 8 inches of me? I think you probably are. I'm going to shoot you with a shot of armor piercing from my submachine gun.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to put one into the gangbuster.
Okay.
And then 4
Everything else into the gamma.
Yeah.
Are we within 8 inches?
Ooh, yes.
Just. So I'm at +3 for the range. You're not in cover, so I need a 15. You're going to be -3 for my millimeters and -3 for my cover.
Well,
You could
and I
have
can shot you from here.
so you get +3 range. So you're going to be on -3 overall. So you've got 1 dice on an 11.
Yeah.
Versus my 1 dice on a 15.
And then
And
4.
And then 4 on
11s
11s versus my 1 back, which will also be an 11 because you're in cover now.
Mm-hmm.
Gangbuster? Gangbuster first. Needs a 15. Gets a 16. It hurts more when you miss by
Need
1.
an 11.
You
And
missed
I
2.
miss as well.
An 11 for the gamma. A 2.
Ooh.
It's a hit.
I need 11s as
You
well.
need 11s.
A 3.
A 2 and a 7. The 17's a miss. So I've got 2 hits.
Yeah, a piece.
So that halves my armour of 6 down to 3, but I'm going to cover, which gets me back another 3. So
8, I think.
9s or better. A 9 and a 3. I will take a wound. And I'm courageous, so I'll stay there.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Still over here.
Okay. He's running forward. You're getting line of sight to the gamma again.
Yeah. I'm trying to stay out of 8 of that.
I don't know if you can get a line of sight and stay out of 8, you know, because I can't see you, I don't think, until you get to that corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because of the way the building angles, as you get closer, that angle gets slightly sharper.
How annoying. I'm going to go out then to see
You're
it.
going to go out, okay,
And then back in.
and back in to that doorway. What are your friends in the fire team doing? They're getting quite far away.
They are. I'm worried now. They're going to have to run across, I think.
Do any of these 3 have double action close combat weapons?
No.
But one of them is your Uber hacker, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm going to shoot you with the Gangbuster armor piercing because I need a 15.
Okay.
You're in the open. I'll need a 14 again now with the Gamma.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're both going to shoot the Asawira again when you stick your head
Okay. So I'm going to shoot everybody on the 11s again, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're shooting again, one at the Gangbuster again? And
One at the Gangbuster, 4 at the big guy.
4 at the Gamma. Okay. So the Gangbuster needs a 15. Gets a 15.
Oh my goodness me.
So you need
I hope
an
we've got a
11.
3 counter on this. I need an 11. Oh! Wow.
And then the Gamma needs a 14. Misses on a 16. You need 11s.
11s or less.
There's a crit and a hit. So that's 3 more armor saves. I need to get 9s or better. A 15, a 9 and a 12. I'm alive.
Wow.
Are we done there?
Yeah. So I had the order for the Uber Hacker.
But it's an exclusive irregular order rather than normal tactical awareness.
Yeah, so you can't use that. So I think that's me done.
Okay. So I'm in Lost Lieutenant.
Yes.
Which means I'm going to need to work some stuff out.
Okay.
As to who gets what orders and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back.
So there's a few tears going on.
The Asawira and all your friends down there, I could see them with a Millicent Copperlot every time you were moving. And I'd have had template attacks on them and everything.
Oh.
Right.
Wow.
Well, that's not annoying at all. I'm not crying. Right. Okay.
So the good news you're in Lost Lieutenant.
Oh, I'm in Lost Lieutenant. So I have an Impetuous order to spend still.
Oh.
Because I still have a lunatic in here. And being a Lost Lieutenant doesn't stop you being a lunatic. So I'm going to be a lunatic and I'm going to run forward 4 inches to there.
Mm-hmm.
You have line of sight arrows from both the purple tokens.
No, I'm not doing anything with those.
But not quite from McMurder.
No.
In which case I'm going to run. Again, I'm going to move out. Because you've foregone your opportunity to be murdery. Which, if nothing else, gets me out of the building. It means I don't have to worry about getting the lid on and off. But I've still got her irregular order in a bit. Right then. I'm so annoyed about missing these missile launcher arrows. So,
didn't even care.
Yeah, I didn't even look. I was so busy on the camera work. I'm going to spend the irregular order it currently has.
Yes.
It's going to idle.
Mm.
About that far.
I'm going to dodge.
With the entire fire team?
With the entire fire team.
I am going to fire a missile into the doctor who is in the open back there. Yeah. And it's going to be a template one. So that hopefully I can ruin several people's days back there. Because I think I can get
the
Uber Hacker as well in the blast. Yeah. That's going to be over 2 foot, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, 34, 35 inches, something like that. Mm-hmm. So I get +3 for the range. I am shooting through the saturation zone, so that'll take that away. So 1 shot on a 12. Okay. And you're dodging on 10s,
14s.
And 14s, okay? Okay, shall I do my shot first? Because then we'll see whether anything else matters. Come on, 12s. An 8. Oh. So does the Asawira dodge? That doesn't matter.
Okay, 14.
He's fine either way. An 8. He does get to dodge. Because he wasn't the target of the attack.
Okay.
The others.
So the doctor on a 10.
The doctor did not dodge.
Not well enough. And the hacker?
The Uber Hacker did not dodge at all. So they both have to make 3 saves against damage 14.
Ouch. So we need to... We've got armour 1. Actually,
Doctor's gone.
Doctor's gone.
And the Uber Hacker
There's also
That's also vaporised.
ouch.
You noticed that the purple tokens had AROs to the millicents, so apparently one of them was going to do a thing.
Do that thing.
It's a box remote, whose name I can never remember.
Some duck foot or something like that.
Okay, what are you armed with?
Viral rifle, Eurokinetic, so +1 burst. So I'm basically going to shoot that thing with a viral rifle.
Okay, that's going to be a bad range, and you are going through a saturation zone, so you're going to lose the +1 burst.
Yes, and then also it'll be -3 for range, I think, and -3 for cover.
And you're over 16 inches, aren't you?
22.
So you're -9 overall.
Yeah, 4 shots on 4s.
3 shots.
3 shots on 4s.
3 shots on 4s.
Still think it could be worth it.
It is probably worth it.
So I'm going to attempt to take out that missile bot. So I've got 3 shots, needing 4s. Ah, no.
7s and a 19.
That's a bit of umming and ahhing.
I'm going to spend the irregular order that the Cyclops currently has. He's going to scooch up to the edge here, staying in cover, so he has line of sight down to your sunduck butt. Was that right?
Yes. Well, I'll just return fire.
You're going to return fire with your viral rifle.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my marksman rifle, multi-marksman rifle in AP mode,
Okay.
and shoot you 3 times. I'll lose a burst for going through the saturation zone, but I've got MSV1, so I won't lose any target numbers. With 21 inches apart, roughly. You've got -3 for the range, -3 for the cover,
Yeah. Have you got mimetism?
-3 for the mimetism. You're on -12. Can you hit me?
Yeah.
Just.
On 1s.
Okay, so if you hit me, it's critical.
Yes.
And I will hit you on +3 for the range. That's it. So I'll hit you on 16s
Okay.
on 2 dice.
3 dice on 1s.
Come on.
There's a 1. You've got a critical.
A crit on a 1.
I need a 16. I didn't get a 16.
So
2
saves.
BTS saves. The other reason this was a good idea is she's got 6 points of BTS
Okay.
and 3 points of cover. So 4s.
Yeah. 3.
The 3's not good enough. The 3's going to get me to 12. I'm going to be unconscious.
Okay. You know what you're doing?
I feel that was very unfortunate. That was unlucky. I'm going to spend the irregular order that the Epsilon has at the moment for loss of lieutenantness. He's going to idle.
Oh.
I can see the Dailami that stood up back here, and
Right, the Dalami's going to dodge.
okay,
The Asawira is going to shoot you.
the Asawira's going to shoot me.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot the Asawira twice with
Okay.
armor piercing
Okay.
because I want to take away some of your armor. You're not in cover from this angle. I'm not in great range. I know I'm within 16, so I'm going to be on 0s. Yeah, but I've got 2 shots on 13s. You're going to shoot me back. You get +3 for the range, -3 for my cover, -3 for my mimetism. So you've got 1 shot back on an 11, and I've got 2 shots on 13s.
Okay.
So I'm thinking.
You never know. You're bound to die.
I'm thinking I've got a chance.
Okay.
A chance. That's all I want is a chance.
Just a chance.
Just a super sort of a chance.
Okay, so Dailami dodging on a 10. No.
Yes.
Oh, it is 10. Wow. And then the Asawira
Needs an 11.
needs an 11. No.
16's a miss. So 13's. A 2 and a 3. 2 saves, damage 15, half your armor.
So we're down to armor 2. Need to beat 13s.
A 14 is good. The
So
5's
take
not. So you've taken a wound.
Well, he's not dead yet.
He's not dead.
So I'm going to spend the irregular order and a command token. A command token to turn this irregular order into a regular order,
Who's
the Fuzzbot,
All right.
who's also in the same group. And I'm going to spend that regular order on the Epsilon, who can now only see the Asawira.
Yes.
I'm going to idle.
Shoot.
I'm going to shoot you back with 2 shots of armor piercing again.
Okay.
So you need an 11. I need 13s.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, hang on. When you took your ARO, that mad trap would have activated, wouldn't it?
Ah. Yeah. Did that one?
But he was close. He would have run to him because he was within 8 inches. So
Oh.
he wasn't within 8 inches in the last order. So he should have taken a physique save. So he can do it this turn instead
So he needs a physique save.
at -6 to avoid being glued to the console.
All right. Okay. So I need that, and then we'll do a.
And then-
IRO.
Yeah.
8 or less to avoid being glued.
Okay.
That's good. You're not glued.
That will do.
So, do you shoot me on an 11?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, a 10.
More than 10, less than 13. A 12. The 8's not going to do it, but the 12 is going to do it. So,
So one AP.
Yeah. That's going to get through. That's an 8.
It is.
It's not going to cut it. So,
So
you're unconscious.
I'm spending an order on the Gamma.
Yeah.
He's idling because I can see your Dailami through that gap in the crates.
Can Dalami or dodge?
Probably very wise. I will shoot the Dailami a lot
Okay.
because I think there might even be a line past. Oh no, I can't. I don't think I can quite get a line past the edge of that saturation zone. No, it's only going to be burst 4, I'm afraid.
Oh dear.
Rats.
Gamma against the Dailami.
So dodging on a 10. Ooh.
8's pretty good. More than 8, less than 17. So 8 less than 14, because they will suffer the -3 for the suppression zone.
Okay.
So they're actually criticals.
Why did you say that for? So,
So
2
that's
criticals.
2, 4, 5, 6 saves against damage 15.
Wow.
If you're not pink mist, I'll be disappointed. You are pink mist.
Yeah.
Just.
I need to get rid of that Asawira. I saw what happened in your game against Void. Those things just do not die. Specifically, that one just does not die. So I'm
You
going
only came back 3 times. I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
to spend the irregular order that the Gangbuster has.
Yeah.
Gangbuster is going to move slightly over this way so I can draw line of sight to you without cover and then shuffle back.
Okay.
No one else can see me because of consoles and stuff. And then I'm going to shoot you 3 times with armor piercing with the submachine gun from point blank range.
Okay.
It may be cruel, but it feels necessary.
Come on, 15s. A 10, a 20, and an 18. Only one.
I assume I get an armor save.
You do get an armor save with half your armor. Damage 13. That's not going to cut it. So you're gone.
I've got an irregular order left on the Varangian over here.
Oh, yeah.
I've got an irregular order left. I've got 2 regular orders technically on this guy because of the Uber Hacker order. I don't know if that's going to be of any use, but it's worth remembering. And I've got 2 orders on the Oko Copper bot because it's got tactical awareness. I don't know if any of this actually helps me, but you know, it's good to know what I've got. I'm going to spend the irregular order that this Varangian has.
Okay. I'm going to
move.
Yeah.
I'm going to move forward to there. I think McMurdo will see me,
I think he probably will.
and I think the Sunduck Butt can see me
The Sunduck will shoot you
with many, many viral
many
bullets.
viral shots. How far away do you think that is? McMurrow will attempt to throw a grenade at you.
He's going to attempt to throw a grenade at me. I can dodge the grenade with a smoke grenade, can't I? Because it's a ballistic skill attack using physique. Sounds weird, but it's how it all works. So I'm going to throw a smoke grenade.
Okay.
It seems.
So this is is that part of the tree thingy? What's it? So
Yep.
the minuses. So I would be +3, but I'm -3 for that.
Yes.
-1 burst. So 3 on 13s.
3 on 13s.
1. How far away? I'm hoping it's within 16.
It is within 16.
It's
You're
-3.
just.
Physique, so 13s.
Is there -3 for range as well?
Yeah, -3 for a range.
And then -3 for that as well. So you got 1 out of 10s. I'm going to drop my smoke grenade on a 17 because it's not inside the saturation zone. I'd just like to check zone of control as well. Here we are within 8. Okay. Just planning ahead.
All right. Okay.
You know, I might be dead in a second, so it's irrelevant. So I need a 17. You need a 10 with a grenade and 13s, was it with him?
Yeah. So the smoke grenade, 17 or less. 15. 15 is pretty good.
Isn't it?
That's pretty good.
So I pretty much need crits.
You do. Grenade first?
Yeah.
So that McMurrow can have the glory if he gets it?
Exactly. So 10s.
No. And then 13s. No. I live.
Yeah. So we're going to have a.
So the Oko is the only thing left in group 2. So it's going to spend an irregular order to move up to there so that it can see both the doors out of the building,
Okay.
but not be seen from over there.
Right.
It's then going to spend its tactical awareness order to go back onto suppression fire.
Right.
Really boring, but needed to be done. Which leaves me an order on the Doctor, which I could convert, an order on this Cyber Ghost, which I could convert, and an order on the Cyber Ghost that I can't. Do I go after the Sunduck Butt with the Varangian? It's a possibility.
It definitely is a possibility.
Armour 4, you say?
Hmm.
So if I don't get into close combat, it's a 50-50 chance of passing the armour saves.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
I've forgotten about that Doctor over there.
Okay, I have a plan.
Wow.
I'm going to spend the order on the Doctor.
Yeah.
The Doctor's going to move, just tuck themselves up into that corner.
Okay.
And the little thing that they are attached to is going to run 6 inches over here.
Okay.
Little tiny and being insignificant. Just my face into that. Second half, we're going to move again. That Doctor's not moving, but I'm going to keep running over this way. That's that.
Have you got any orders left at all?
I've got one order I can convert and one order I can't. Right. I'm going to convert the one order that I can, and I'm going to put the Gamma on suppression fire.
Okay.
Because most of the things he's going to likely have to be fighting are going to be within 2 foot.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. He's already in suppression fire, so I don't think there's anything to do with him. So I'm going to be done there. Okay. So that smoke will clear. I actually need to get a suppression fire for the Gamma. And it's your turn to do many murderings.
Well, hopefully. Or not.
And I need to remember that that missile lock can see many things.
So I'm not going to be impetuous.
I still want to know who's brave enough to tell McMurray to sit.
Well,
it's Yara, is it?
Yara again.
Running away but shouting sit.
Exactly. Sit down, hammer that.
Okay, so where to next?
Next, I'm going to use the isolated.
The isolated Fidei in here. Try not to launch a Millicent Copperbot.
Just through the door.
Okay, unfortunately at this point the battery in the microphone started going, so we lose the sound on a few clips from here to the end of the battle. I'm going to do my best to voice over and keep the action flowing. So the Fidei moved out of the door and got line of sight to the Millicent Copperbot on the roof. It put it in a position to be AO'd by the Millicent Copperbot itself, the Psycop who was on suppression fire, and the Gamma who was on suppression fire. The Millicent dodged. The Cyber Ghost and the Gamma both shot back. They were in 0 range band, but were at -3 because of the cover, because the Fidei was on a higher elevation, which meant they needed 8s and 11s respectively. The Copperbot will have dodged on a 10, and the second half of the order was 2 solid slugs from the Fidei into the Millicent to make it a face-to-face, because Ogre really wanted to get rid of that missile launcher because it did have good lines of sight over a large chunk of the board. So apologies again for the voiceover clips, but they are necessary unless you want to watch a silent movie, which would be a little discombobulating and a tad confusing. So, does the Millicent dodge on a 10? Not on a 12.
So I need 14
or less.
A 1 and a...
And a 1 and an 11.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hits. I've got no armour of my own, but I do have 3 points from the cover.
Yeah.
So I need 11s twice. A 14 and an 11. I'm alive.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. The Gamma, with his heavy machine gun, needs 11s to hit you. He's hit you once on a 9. The 12 and the 18 are misses.
So...
Damage 15.
Yes.
You're alive. The combi rifle shots on 8s from the Cyber Ghost. Hits on a 1. The 19 and the 12 are a miss. Damage 13. Oh no, that one got through. That's only a 3.
Oh.
Okay, so at this point, Ogre was looking for a way to remove some of the range threats I had. He was disappointed that he hadn't got the Millicent, which I don't blame him. He wanted to get rid of either the Gamma or the Sniper. He realised that if he activated the fire team and made the Asawira the link team leader, he could nudge just slightly and only have to take on the Epsilon Sniper. The rest of the fire team moved up, but everyone stayed out of line of sight. So the only ARO that I had was with the Epsilon. I chose to shoot back with a single shot of armor piercing, I believe it was, to try and remove some of the Asawira's armor, and got shot back a lot. Ranges, I believe, were relatively good. We both had cover. So my Epsilon was going to hit on 13, whereas the Asawira was going to have a mighty 5 dice, but he was going to end up on a -3 because of my mimetism. So he had 5 dice on 11s.
Come on, Mr. Sniper. A 6. Ooh, it's okay. I'm okay with a 6.
So somewhere between 6s and 11s. Ooh.
The 4s and the 3 aren't going to cut it. The 13's a miss. The 9 is a hit. I've got bioimmunity, so I'm going to use my BTS because it's higher.
Okay.
I've got 3 points of armour, 3 points of cover. Oh no, you've got armour piercing, aren't you?
Yes.
So it'll be 2. I'll make it 2 rather than 1. So I've got 5 points of armour, so I need to get 10s or better. A 20. I love it.
That is better.
I'm going to choose to... do I choose to fail and go prone? Yes, I'm going to choose to fail and go prone.
Okay.
Okay, so with my Sniper surviving that hail of gunfire, and another one of my range pieces still up, Ogre decided it was time for McMurrough to do the McMurder thing. Didn't have to worry about the Sniper now, so he could use smoke grenades to protect him from the Millicent, and the only other threat he'd have to deal with is that Varangian, who, let's be honest, isn't particularly scary unless it gets to berserk you. So McMurrough came round, forcing me to have to make ARO decisions. The Millicent had an easy decision. He was going to fire the missiles at him. I then debated what to do with the Varangian for a while. I could dodge in case I got chain rifled. I could throw smoke, but that wasn't really going to help me. Or I could chain rifle. I did briefly consider the SMG, but that was a very bad idea with saturation zones and poor ballistic skill. In the end, I opted to go with the chain rifle because he couldn't dodge that with a smoke grenade. So McMurrough was going to eat a chain rifle either way, and if he chose the chain rifle, he was going to eat the missiles as well. Unsurprisingly, McMurrough decided to throw a smoke grenade to give him the chance to avoid the missiles from the Millicent. So it was going to be a 19s for the smoke grenade, 12s for the missile, and a chain rifle.
Are you shooting me first?
Well, let's go for it. 12's from me. A 17 and a 7. So more than 7, less than 19.
Okay. Armour 4. What's your...
The chain rifle.
Oh, is this the chain rifle?
Well, that's the hit from the missile launcher. So
right.
just your smoke. Stop me.
All right.
Don't worry about that at all. 11. You don't have to worry about the missiles. So you
Okay.
just have to make an armour save for the chain rifle.
Splendid. So,
Damage 13.
Armour 4. That'll do.
You're fine.
So the smoke was down, McMurrough was fine. Another order was spent on McMurrough. He ran forward into the smoke. The only ARO I had was from the Varangian this time because he could see McMurrough before he reached the smoke. Everyone else was unaware of the approaching danger. After a lot of debate, I decided that I was going to dodge with Varangian because I didn't know if he was going to get chain rifled, and technically it's the only double action I still have on the board. McMurrough chose to move on, so the only ARO we have to roll here is the dodge on a 14 for the Varangian.
Come on. Yep, I have dodged. I don't know where I'm going, but I have dodged.
Okay, so I managed to dodge forward so I could get closer to the Sunduk Butt and have line of sight to it. Now back to McMurrough. He has another order spent on him, and he comes charging forwards to put himself in a position where he is going to be dangerous to everybody. I had AROs from the camo token, which was an EM mine, which was going to do nothing because of McMurrough's total immunity. The Cyber Ghost and the Gamma could both see him, so they both choose to shoot from their suppression fire to get many shots on him. I also chose to take 2 missiles from the Millicent Copper bot, and the Ude bot would vainly attempt to dodge. Now, unsurprisingly, McMurrough is in perfect chain rifle range here.
And with that big vicious template, he can get the Cyber Ghost, who is my Uber hacker, the Gamma, and the Udbot, as Ogre is aptly demonstrating on camera there. Look at that. Look at that beautiful teardrop. It's going to splattercate all of my troops. And yes, splattercate is a word. I'm not sure it is in the Oxford English Dictionary, but I'm sure it's there. So it was going to be 9s for the Millicent, 11s for the Cyber Ghost, and 14s for the Gamma. The Udbot, I think, would dodge on a 10. So to the dice tray. Right. The only one who's going to dodge the chain rifles will do first. The Udbot does not dodge. Okay. So the Udbot will make its saves and disintegrate. Or the missile launcher is also normal. Is going to be a normal rolls, hitting on 9s. Hits on a 5. So 1 armor save against damage 14, which you don't care about. Right. Do we do my armor saves first?
Yeah.
Okay. The Cyber Ghost is going to be dead. The Gamma, with his 6 points of armour, is going to not care.
Is that...
That's a 9. So dots at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 15 and a 20, so I don't care. So 11s from the Cyber Ghost shooting you back. 1, 2. 2 armour saves against damage 13. Come here.
Oh.
You felt those.
I did.
And then 3 shots from the HMG on 14s. All hits, so 3 saves against damage 15. You're dead.
I am dead.
But you got my Uber hacker. Yeah. Right then, so the Uber hacker was gone, the Udbot was gone, McMurrough was gone. It'd been quite a pricey exchange for Ogre. I still had the Millicent covering many things. The Gamma was still up, which I think was the thing that Ogre had really wanted to take down. So he's got 2 orders left. He spends his penultimate order on the Harrys in the middle of the board. The Aswira is still in charge. He peeks around the corner. I chose to shoot back, staying in suppression fire, because I figured that was just within 2 foot. When we checked the range, which is going to happen any second now, we find out that we were within 2 foot, which means that, and there is a line of sight between those 2 saturation zones, so there was no penalties there. There you go. I told you we checked the range. So I was on -3 for the cover, -3 for the range. So I needed 8s on my 3 dice. The Asawira was shooting back. He got +3 for the range, -3 for my cover, and -3 for the suppression fire. So he was on 11s, but on 5 dice. So another volley of fire coming at this Gamma. Come on, 8s. There's a 5, a 13, and a 20. So just the 5. More than 5, less than 11.
Yeah, come on.
The 2 and a 5. No one hits
Nothing
anybody.
happens.
1 order left. At this point, Ogre was really struggling to work out what he was going to do to get rid of that Gamma, other than the same thing again. So we activated the fire team again. The Asawira stayed in charge, but he drops back with his movement this time, so he's not going to be sat there if this doesn't work to take a volley of fire in return. Ranges hadn't changed, targetums hadn't changed, so I decided I was going to shoot back again on 3 dice on 8s and take the 5 dice on 11s coming back the other way. It might be the wrong decision, but
I just can't get to the console at the moment, that's the problem.
A 1, 2 and a 3. If you could miss with all of these, that'd be fantastic.
Well, a 7's alright, a 2's not.
The 2's the beaten, so I've got 2 armour saves to make.
Yeah.
Another armour piercing Spitfire,
yes.
Is it? So that half my armour is 6 down to 3, but I've got 3 cover, so 9s or better. 10 and a 19, I love it.
Wow.
Love it. Ogre was understandably rather annoyed at how the Gamma was surviving everything he threw at it. I was surprised. He chose not to spend his lieutenant's order because he wanted to preserve the fire team. So as we went into O-12's 3rd and final turn, I was mostly happy to not be in loss of lieutenant. I still had a Varangian alive with its impetuous order. It had line of sight and was going to be within 8 inches of the Sunduck butt. So the only thing I could really do, I was, morally obliged to berserk into the Sunduck butt. The Sunduck butt chose to shoot me back with its
+1 burst viral rifle. I think it's vicious in ARO. It was within 8 inches, so it was going to be on zeros for the range. So it was going to have 4 dice hitting me on 13s, and it was going to make a mess of me. It really was. Okay then, you've got dice somewhere.
What have we done with my? I've wandered off with the dice again. I get 4 shots.
You do get 4 shots this time because there's no saturation zone.
13s. Ooh.
2.
Oh dear me. 2 hits.
BTS saves? It's a very good question. I don't think I've got any.
I wouldn't have thought so.
No, I don't have any of that. What's this biotechnical shielding malarkey? A 13 and a 18. Is it damage 13?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It's shockers.
So I'm going to be dead.
Okay.
But
Okay.
a 14 goes to a 20, so that's a critical.
Okay.
So 3 saves against damage 14.
So I've got armor 4.
So 50-50.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so I had no weight left on the table of bringing down any of the servers. So I went to group 2. I spent an order on the fuzzbot to put up controlled jump, so I could try and land the Delta in an awkward position where I could achieve my classified, as well as put some pressure on that Harry's in the middle of the board. With controlled jump up, that would mean I would need a 15 or less to land this. 15 or less, come on. A 19. Okay, with the Delta failing to land where I wanted it, I was going to have to spend a few orders getting it to somewhere useful, and my classified was looking less likely. Given that I knew Ogre had to go for the console between the L-shaped green building and the orange building, I was very conscious that I needed to put down as many lines of fire, suppression fire zones, whatever I could to try and slow down his ability to get there. As far as I was aware, the only specialist he had left on the table was the Doctor in the Harry's. So getting rid of that was also a priority if I could. I wasn't overly worried about the Sunduck, but the Fidei was a threat that's still inside the 8-inch objective room that I'm sort of looking past at the moment. But it couldn't destroy a server until they'd been identified. So I was looking for what I could do to deal with the Harrys, put lines of fire onto people, maybe get the Delta up so it could use its Panzerfaust at a good angle, and maybe split the pie on the 3 members of the Harrys. There are a lot of possible options going through my head at the moment. I was very conscious, though, that I needed to make the most of the orders I had left. So there was a lot of thinking that went on here. So after much consideration, I chose to spend an order from Group 2 on the Epsilon. He stood back up, putting him in line of sight of the Asawira and Yara. They both chose to shoot back. They were going to be in +3 for the range, -3 for the cover. Yara wouldn't care about my mimetism. I decided to ignore the Asawira because I could catch Yara in the open, and if I could put her down, that would give me the opportunity to break the Harrys and bring the Delta around from another angle and take on the Doctor. That was my plan. I was giving the Asawira no respect.
Okay, so the Asawira normal rolls. So I needed 11s. Ooh.
14 and a 6.
So 1 hit.
1 hit. I've got 3 BTS, which you halved out to 2, +3 cover, so 10s or better. 19. You see? Don't need to worry about respect. Don't need to put any respect on it.
Wow. So Yara
needs 13 and 16s. You missed with a 15 and a 16.
Wow.
A 4 and a 10. So that's 4 armor saves. Damage 15.
So she's got bioimmunity.
Okay.
So she can go to her BTS of 3.
So she'll need 13s.
No.
She passes 1.
Yeah.
But the other 3 leave a mark.
Oh well.
How many orders have you got?
I've got 4 in Group 1.
Oh, right.
2 in Group 2. So spending an order from Group 1 on the Delta.
Oh.
He is going to go 4 inches up here. No one can see me.
No.
I'm going to go another 4 inches up here. No one
No one
can
can
see.
see you.
I'm going to spend another order on him. Now, I believe when I come over here, I can draw a line of sight to the doctor and not the Hassassin.
Wow.
What would the doctor like to do? He can see me.
Yeah.
I'm on with the boarding shotgun and Panzerfaust. Guess which one I'm about to use?
I think a dodge is probably
A
in
dodge?
order.
I'm going to Panzerfaust the doctor.
Of course you are.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
over 16. You're not in cover.
No.
So I need a 15.
Right, I'm dodging on a 10.
On a 10. You really need this doctor to dodge.
It's going to be a crit 10, this. Oh.
3. More than 3, less than 15. Come on, Delta. A 19. He misses.
Excellent.
So the Delta missed. The mics died again. The doctor dodged into the building, so I couldn't see him anymore. I spent an order on the Epsilon. He idled. Not the tree. Come on, Ogre. Come on. There we go. The Hassassin could see the Epsilon. He chose to shoot me back. He's going to need an 11. I opted to shoot back with 2 shots of armor piercing. I was going to need 13s. Needed to try and put a wound on that Hassassin if I could to slow him down. I wasn't holding a lot of hope of actually putting him down with 1 order. They are remarkably tough. Okay, an 11 from the Hassassin. A 10's pretty good.
That's not bad.
More than 10, less than 13. A 12 and a 14.
Wow.
The 12 gets through. An armour save for the Hassassin. Half his armour.
So I'm
And
going to cover 5s.
11s or better. You don't care. So, the Hassassin hadn't gone down. Neither had the Epsilon, so that was a bonus. I spent a little while thinking about what to do. I decided that the best use of the last order I had in Group 2 was to put the Fuzzbot back into the Enhanced Reaction Program. Put the Enhanced Reaction Program back on the Millicent to get me the extra shots in ARO, because, again, I was conscious I needed to cover as much of the board as I could. So that was an easy. I only had a couple of orders left in Group 1. It was a case now of deciding what was the best thing to do. Now, fortunately, those crates provided enough cover that I could get past the Hassassin without being seen, because the point you do now to draw a line of sight to me, because of it being less than silhouette 2, was past the point he could see around the corner. So I activated the gangbuster. He ran forward for 4, and then he ran another 4 into the building. So the only doorway out of the orange building was going to be past my submachine gun equipped gangbuster. So I used my last order to put him on suppression fire. So if the doctor tried to come that way, he was going to be in trouble. He was going to have to deal with a lot of shots. That was going to be the end of my turn. That was all I could manage. So I'd done all I could as O-12 to keep Ogre from the consoles. I had a lieutenant's order, but I didn't want to spend it. Yeah, I was done. Okay, Hassassin turn 3, and it was guts or glory times for the Hassassin models that were left. The Hassassin, the Doctor, the Sunduck Butt, and the Fide were all that Ogre had left. He needed to get the Doctor to a console. So order number 1, no, the Lieutenant's order, this was the Lieutenant's order, was spent on the Hassassin to try and clear the path. He was just going to come out swinging, come out shooting, empty the clip into anything he could see. So he came charging around the corner. This meant I had an ARO from the Epsilon, the Gamma, and also from the Millicent as he cleared that corner. So the Epsilon was going to shoot him with a shot of armor piercing. The Gamma was going to open fire with a hail of bullets, and the Millicent was going to fire a couple of missiles down that gap as well. There was an awful lot of fire coming at that poor Hassassin at this point. Ogre elected to put 2 shots into the Epsilon, 2 shots into the Gamma, and ignore the Millicent. Because he was only down to burst 4 now, because he'd lost his Harry's bonus. So range-wise, everyone was in good range, I believe. 16s for the Epsilon,
11s for the Gamma because of the range, and 15s for the Millicent, because at some point he was over 24 inches. It was all down to whether this Asawira could survive this hail of fire, take down a couple of targets, and clear a path. That's pretty much what Ogre's game had come to. It was this attack for death or glory. On a 16.
16 sniper.
16 for the sniper. A 6. More than 6, less than 11 on 2 dice. That's a miss. That's a hit.
Awesome.
And I felt it. I will be unconscious.
Okay.
Are we going across to the Gamma next?
Yes.
I need 11s. An 8, a 9, and a 4. So more than that. You've missed with both of those. That's 3 armor saves against damage 15.
Armor 4, beat the 11th.
You've taken 2 wounds.
So I'm unconscious.
And then the 2 missiles come screaming in. One of them hits, so that's 3 saves with half your armor against that.
No.
Or the one's not going to cut it, so you've gone down. So we were getting quite excited at this point. Things were getting quite tense. The next order was spent on the Doctor. He moved to the door so it slid open, which gave me the ARO. The Gangbuster opted to shoot. He was on 0 for the range, -3 for the cover. The light shotgun solid slugs came back the other direction. So with the mimetism, it was going to be +3 overall. So +6 for the range, -3 for the mimetism, needing 14s for the poor... No, 11s. +3 because of the suppression fire penalty as well. So 11s for the Doctor shooting back and 9s for the Gangbuster firing shock ammunition in suppression fire. Okay, so I need 9s. A 9, a 5 and a 4. I am so sorry that critical is there. And at the same time, so very happy.
So I need 11s.
The 8 will beat the 5 and the 4, so it's just the 2 saves from the critical. 1 point of armour, 3 points of cover.
Oh,
You're alive. I'm getting quite excited watching this back. The Doctor now had no orders to waste, really, to try and get to the objective. So he charged out in front of the Gangbuster, who elected to shoot with shock again and took a shotgun blast in return. So it was going to be 11s for the Gangbuster, 12s for the Gangbuster and 11s for the Doctor. This would look so cinematic.
yes.
A 9 and a 3. The 14 is a miss. So more than 9, less than 11. No. 2 armor saves this time again. No cover this time. Oh, and you're gone. At this point, Ogre admitted that he wasn't going to be able to get to the console and turn it on. He didn't have enough orders to achieve anything else. He couldn't do his classified. The poor Fide in the building couldn't do anything. The Sunduck, but wasn't going to be able to do anything of any value. So he decided he was done and he conceded at this point. I think he only had 1 order left anyway. So we took a minute to score up, and I had managed to sneak a victory with my O-12. I was surprised because this is not a mission that favours O-12. I don't have a lot of anti-material close combat weapons in the list, and I certainly didn't have a lot that I'd painted. I feel I got quite lucky, and I think Ogre played a very good game. I'd like to thank him again for coming over to film the finale of this Tale of 4 Pandas. It was a really good game, really close. It could have gone either way at a number of points. He just couldn't get rid of the couple of pieces I had in the middle of the board until late on. Forgetting those AROs with the Millicent will haunt me, but it didn't turn out to be too costly. And as always, Ogre was a wonderful opponent and a lot of fun to play against. I apologise one more time for the fact you've had to put it with my voiceover for most of the back half of this game, but it was better than a silent movie, because I don't know how good your lip reading skills are, but I have no idea what Ogre's saying at the moment.
Oh, I lost everything. I lost everything. It just all that
effort, the months of painting, just narrowly lose both games.
Has he been like this all the time?
Pretty much. Yeah.
At least none of us have to drive him home.
Oh. Yeah.
I just could not kill babies in that last game.
God punish you for trying to kill babies.
Yeah, if I'd have killed babies, I'd have won.
I won.
You won one.
I won. So having not won a thing all the way through.
Yeah, you won them both.
He tried not to at a couple of points.
Yeah.
But then
I suppose you just spent a turn in lost a lieutenant and I still managed to win.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened.
Oh. But I've got an army.
I've got an army.
Yeah.
Have you guys got an army?
I've got something I can put on the shelf, yeah.
Oh dear. It's not that bad.
The Hassassin won you that game, though.
That's
The
true, they
babies.
did.
So,
The babies won the game.
so when you know you're playing that kind of mission, maybe Hassassin might be an option.
Maybe.
But I think it's safe to say we've all had fun doing this Tale of Four Pandas.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
been good.
definitely.
It's been good.
I think it's definitely an idea we'll put in the list to do again at some point, but we all want to rest first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paint something different.
Anything
Something
different.
No more white.
You chose. I don't know why you chose that. At the
I
start.
don't know what I was
You
thinking.
didn't think it through, did
No,
you?
I really didn't.
We hope you guys have enjoyed watching this series.
If we should have done something different, let us know.
We should have
Oh,
done
oh,
it,
yeah.
probably.
You're going to need a very large comment section.
Yeah, like not run out with Mendoza and get shot a lot.
Yeah.
But he did redeem himself.
Did he?
He did.
He did.
Yes. Yes.
It's
That's
not
good.
quite enough.
That's not enough.
So, any final thoughts, guys?
I hate Shazvasti.
Okay.
Any positive final thoughts, guys?
Do you know what? I'm really pleased that I picked military orders.
That doesn't surprise me. They suit you.
They do suit me down to the ground, and I think you'll be
You
seeing more.
started to look like one.
Yeah.
More than you realise, yes.
So yeah, I'm pleased I picked the military orders, and I'll be using them many times.
And I would certainly recommend that if you've got a group of friends and you want to get a new army, do it this way. Go through from 150 points, build up slowly, and paint as you go, because it's not a lot of effort in the grand scheme of things to move up between the points levels, and you end up with a fully painted army.
Yeah, it's a couple of models each time. So
You only need 10.
Maybe.
The greatest lie ever told.
Yeah. Ignore the pictures that we've sent
Yeah.
about all the stuff we painted and haven't used.
okay, and with that, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. It all helps to keep us motivated and raises the profile of our channel and Infinity the game, bringing it to a wider audience. And don't forget, if you're so inclined, you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.